Hello my lovely loves, welcome back to The Process, where we embrace the process of life to be our best versions. Today we have a special video, a pick a card reading video, which I'm very excited to be filming. This is a reading for uncertain times, so if you're feeling a bit confused and you don't know which direction you should go and you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what's happening in the world, you've come to the right place. If you are feeling down, please feel free to pause the video, make yourself a tea. I'm in my matching sweats. I mean, nothing can stop me at this point. So if you need to take a minute to get comfy, please do. I do want to preface a few things. Number one is that card readings aren't religion or belief specific. The way that I do readings is I ask God for a sign and I use my cards for him or her or they or the universe to speak through me and to me. This reading is timeless, so wherever it has found you, whenever it has found you, it is in perfect alignment. I will just put out a trigger warning because you have come here in uncertain times. Please watch responsibly and take care of your emotions the way that you need to. It is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Together, let's just set a quick intention to be open to the messages that you need to receive right now, and let's get right into it. So the piles are number 1, 2, and 3. I'll just put an overhead shot right now for you to look at too. Feel free to pause the video. Follow your heart on this one, follow your intuition, follow your gut. Try not to think about your choice too much. I've put some shells above. Maybe you're more drawn to the shells, maybe you're more drawn to the number, the cards. Hey everyone, let's get right into what it is that you need to know in these uncertain and confusing times. So the first card you got is Earth Song. I don't know if you can see it from that distance, but I'll put an overhead once it's all done. We've got Be Gentle with Yourself, Passion and Purpose, and Moonlighting. Now I'm just going to stop them there and have a bit of a read. So the main thing that's coming through with this reading is that you have something that you're super passionate about, you have something that you kind of want to go for, maybe you're already going for it. But it is a bit of a how am I going to do it? Am I ever going to get there? Is this even for me? I'm sensing a little bit of doubt. You're not defeated, but you can see how you can get there. It's just almost overwhelming, all the possibilities and all the different ways you could go about achieving your dreams or achieving your passion or whatever this goal is of yours, that you don't even know which one to take. There is some feelings of you don't know how you're going to make money off of this. Maybe you feel like you don't know if you should make money off this. Maybe you're looking at a spiritual avenue and you feel guilty for making money. Or maybe, as this is a general reading, it is on the other scale of like you need to make money off of this. And if you're not making money off of this, it's causing you stress. So opening your reading with Earth Song, I'm really getting that you need to ground yourself and you need to ground your plans. That is going to really help you to be a lot gentler with yourself. Because of this stress that you're feeling about trying to achieve everything at once and you just want to get there. You feel like you've been working on this for so long. You've been waiting for this for so long. When is this going to happen? That it's almost stressing you out and potentially going to burn you out. So this is basically saying the journey that you've been on up until now has paved the way for your success, for what you want to achieve. However, you need to give it a little bit of breathing space. Stop putting so much pressure on this one thing to make you happy, to fulfill you, to make you feel like you finally are proud of yourself, or your parents are finally proud of you, or whatever it is. Whatever this goal is, whatever this amazing thing in your life is, and it's there. There's something here that is amazing in your life. Whatever it is, it feels like you're putting a little bit too much pressure on it without realizing, and that's causing you to feel a little bit stressed out, causing you to kind of get in your own way. Getting the cards Be Gentle with Yourself and Moonlighting really tells me that whatever it is that you're working towards, whatever it is that you're aiming for, needs pressure off it. I feel like I've said that so many times now, but moonlighting is the act of working on your dreams part-time while keeping a full-time job. So that might not particularly apply for your situation. What I am getting is a specific message, so this is only for a few people watching. Some of you are not even moonlighting. Some of you are still in your full-time job. Some of you are still in that long-term relationship, whatever it is, and you're not even welcoming the idea of this passion that you have, of this purpose that you've awakened to. And for you, this specific message is begin moonlighting that into your life. Begin nurturing the possibility of this wonderful thing that you have in your life actually happening and actually coming to fruition. It may feel like it's impossible and you don't know where to begin, and you know, not everyone was born to win, but everyone was born to win, honey. This is Earth's song. We came here to sing together. We came here to achieve together. So why shouldn't you get to live your dreams? Maybe you do have to moonlight it. Maybe you do just do it part-time for some time, but I am assuring you, you're going to be a hell of a lot happier having it just that little bit more in your life than not at all. And then this comes back to what I was saying. By doing that, you don't have so much pressure on that dream or goal. Yeah, I'm definitely getting this energy of just like, okay, let go and let God. Some of you have got a really tight grip on the situation. Maybe some of you have actually really sowed the seeds of success, and maybe success is really blown up in your face and you're like, oh, I gotta keep working and I gotta keep going, and this can't be part-time, this has to be full-time now. And if that's the message for you, this is saying just like, sister, brother, let it go for a minute. Even if it's for one night, just sip some tea and drink some tea and remember why you came here to Earth. Yes, you came here to experience beautiful passion and purpose and goals and success, but you also just came here to brew some beautiful tea, smell it, and taste it. So nurture that human experience as well. I'm going to continue and pull the rest of the cards. So we've got the card Healing, Purification, and Lost Love. Oh, okay. For some of you, I'm getting that there was a heartbreak, or there was a loss, or there was something. Maybe you lost a job, maybe you quit a job, maybe you ended a relationship. But it's almost like for some of you, this is a general reading, for some of you, that's why you're putting so much pressure on your passion and purpose, because you kind of feel empty without that person or without that job or without whatever it is that you lost, that you feel like if you don't work so hard and if you don't achieve this beautiful thing that's come into your life, then what do you have left? And I hear you and I see you, and it's okay to feel that way. I assure you that if you ease the pressure off a little bit, yeah, you may feel a little bit of sadness, but that's human. By coming back to this Earth song, I really feel like in this reading, this card is really representing the human experience. And I feel with these cards above, it's almost like you're just trying to escape some aspects of the human experience. Like, no, I'm not going to surrender. I am not going to release this. I don't want to even think about this. I'm just going to keep going forward. And while that's fantastic, that is very masculine energy. And this reading is really just asking you to bring it back a little bit, just balance it out with some feminine energy. Feminine energy means introverted energy. It means receiving. So just allow yourself to weep if you need to weep, mourn if you need to mourn, and allow that healing to come through. Again, that moonlighting energy of just like, you don't have to fully focus on this loss and make it this big thing, but every now and then if you feel it, just moonlight the letting go, moonlight the healing, moonlight the release. It's understandable that maybe you were afraid to really face what's changed and moved and left your life, but you don't want to get knee deep in success, knee deep in your passion, and knee deep in your purpose, and be like, oh man, I still haven't done the emotional work from the last thing that I lost. So of course you got the healing card here, which is really saying what I just said about reconnect to you, reconnect to your heart space. Something's happened is what I'm getting. Maybe someone left your life, maybe you let somebody go or something go, and there was almost this, you were okay is what I'm getting for the most part, because you had all these wonderful things happening. However, you couldn't even fully work to your full potential because there was no acknowledgement of this pain. We've got purification, fire right in the center, which is all about purifying your actions, all about making better choices for yourself and getting real about it. Maybe things happened, maybe you've been too hard on yourself. Just be real, just be honest. The sooner you do that, the quicker you can move forward in the best and most efficient way. I have got one more card here for you, which is a message for your day tomorrow. So let's see what that is. Fresh air. This is really beautiful. I feel like this means two things. The first being, yes, get outside, even if it's for a 5-minute walk. I feel like maybe you've been cooped up, maybe you've been on your laptop, maybe you've been watching movies, or not even able to get out of bed. We're in a lockdown where I'm from right now, so no judgment really. But if you can get out even just for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, just walk around the block and come back. That's going to really help you to moonlight some healing and some purification into your life. It's going to really support you in the best way possible. I also get that you need some fresh air in your life. You need a bit of change. You need a little bit of space. Again, it's like you don't need to be working every minute of every day. It's okay to just sit in a room and look around and be like, wow, I'm pretty grateful for where I am right now. So tomorrow when you start your beautiful day, just remember to take a deep breath and get some fresh air, literally and metaphorically. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey Pile 2, let's get right into what you need to know for these uncertain and confusing times. The first card you got is Autumn Leaves. Dreaming of You, Love Life, Progress Not Perfection, Focus on Your Priorities, and Release Jealousy. Whoa. I'll read the rest of your cards in a moment. Okay, so I get big romantic energy from this pile, a lot of things around love life. And it's funny because even when I was picking the cards for each pile, when I was picking pile 2's cards, I felt this romantic love life kind of energy. And it's amazing that that actually came through once I revealed the cards to myself. So what's really clear in this reading is that there's been changes in your life. Autumn Leaves, the Autumn Leaves card, always symbolizes that things have fallen away to make space for new. And I understand if you're not at the point yet where you can see that, and you may even be asking yourself, why does this keep happening to me? I thought I'd learnt this lesson. I thought I was doing better this time. And Spirit really wants you to know that you're doing great. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to us because we are so attached to our physical world. We're so attached to the leaves of our tree that when it comes to autumn time and the leaves fall off, we don't know what to do with ourselves. So of course you come in with the Dreaming of You card, where maybe you're thinking of somebody, maybe you're feeling a little bit alone is what I'm getting. Again, this is a general reading. Please take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Maybe you feel a little bit abandoned. If that doesn't apply to you directly, it could just be feelings. Maybe you're feeling triggered, you feel alone, you feel like no one understands you, and that really could be triggered from anything. What's so beautiful is, following those two cards, you got the Rose Quartz card. Love Life. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. So just coming off the two previous cards that I mentioned, it's no surprise that that's the card that comes up. Because it's basically saying if something has fallen out of your life that you loved romantically, platonically, whatever it was, maybe it was your favorite dress or something, just know that it's left your life to make space for something healthier for you, to make space for something that is better for you, that is healthier, that is more stable for you. And if you can just keep that faith going, I promise you it'll get better. And amazing, you got Progress Not Perfection right after that, which is again saying like, look, the process, wink wink, is not always going to be perfect. And while sometimes somebody comes into your life or a job comes into your life and sweeps you off your feet, there usually comes a time where that thing has to leave your life, or it has to change, or it has to evolve, and sometimes that doesn't really look perfect. So this card just comes to you as a reminder that even if you think your life isn't perfect right now, I can assure you nobody's life is perfect right now. Not one. Not even the most perfect Instagrammer that you follow is perfect. You also got the Release Jealousy card. So you've got two cards here indicating a little bit of jealous energy. This is really normal, especially once you've lost something in your life. Maybe you thought you were going in a really good direction and then it got swept under your feet. It's really normal to begin to compare yourself to others. I'm going to link a video somewhere on the screen now. I've actually made a video about how to combat those kind of feelings. I highly recommend you watch it. And Spirit just wants you to know those feelings really come from a place of fear, and it's normal. If you can be there for yourself in the most beautiful way through those emotions and help yourself to navigate and negate that coping mechanism as much as you can. So if there are certain people that trigger you on Instagram or Facebook, just hide their story or hide their posts from your feed. If you're brave enough, I know it can be really scary to unfollow somebody, but just do it. Life's too short. You got focus on your priorities. I feel like some of you are getting a little bit caught up in the illusion of social status, how people see you, how you see others. And Spirit is really wanting to tell you that it's all an illusion, baby. Whoever you're jealous of, whatever you're jealous of, is just like 0.000000000. I can't even say enough zeros, that's how many zeros there are. 1% of that person's life. Even me, I try to turn up as my best version on these videos because I know I'm here to support you, but I always have my own things going on, and that will never change because you cannot escape life. None of us can. None of us are exempt to that rule. So focus on your priorities. Jealousy is not really a priority. Tending to the jealousy, negating the jealousy is a big priority because that's going to really help you to open your heart back up to this amazing love that's coming in your way. I'm going to pull the rest of your cards now. So we've got Moonlight, Travel, Romance, and Potential. My word! The Dream, and Nightwind. This makes complete and utter sense. So you got Moonlight right under that Rose Quartz card. Both symbolize new romance coming in. And this could mean with somebody or just with yourself. So again, you need to really be open to this idea of healing and dealing with the pain of loss, dealing with the pain of change in a way, in a new way, that doesn't rely upon putting down others to make yourself feel better, because then you're just going to find yourself stuck in the same old loop. Yes, it's going to require some bravery to cheer other people on while you are feeling like you've lost everything. But the truth is you don't have to cheer other people on, but you also don't have to put them down. And I feel like that's the biggest lesson for you, pile 2. We come in with the Dream and Nightwind. Nightwind is all about kind of subconscious fears. So maybe whatever this scenario is has triggered some old fears in you of being alone, of never finding true love, never finding your dream job, whatever it is. This is a really good opportunity for you to heal something that has come up for you many times, I'm getting. You've been in this cycle before. Spirit wants you to know that there is nothing to be ashamed about. All humans deal with this, and all humans have their cycles. This is just a part of yours. So face this fear, let it go, and let it heal. How do you do that? Acknowledge your feelings of jealousy. Don't judge them. You are only jealous and judging others because you are judging yourself. Don't judge yourself for being jealous. I've been jealous sometimes, and the times I've had to face that have been really, really hard. But when I do it, finally, sometimes it takes me weeks or months to finally admit it to myself, I feel free and liberated and reminded that we're not in competition with each other and that there is enough for us all. So it's really coming out of that lack mentality and coming into an abundance mindset. There is enough for us all. No matter how much you've lost, there is so much for you to gain. I've got one more card for you, which is how to start your day tomorrow. Acceptance. The acceptance card speaks for itself. Maybe you have lost something recently. Maybe things are changing. Maybe you don't know which way to go. But the key is acceptance. And I know how triggering that is to hear when you're going through it. But let me close it with this. The minute you accept it, the minute you stop fighting it. It is what it is, and I know that I have control over how I feel. So that's what I'm going to focus on. Focus on your priorities. Don't focus on the negativity, because that's the energy that you are nurturing. If you're feeling a negative emotion, accept it, nurture it, and move on. Make sure just in the coming few days that your environment is as trigger-free as possible, and I promise you things will get better. That's all I have for you, pile 2. I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Hey pile 3, last but not least, let's get right into what it is you need to know in these confusing or uncertain times. The first card you get is Rest. Second card is Buddha Nature. Increased Support. Okay. Revealing Your True Self. And Power of Prayer. Okay, I'm going to read the rest of your cards in a moment. I am getting big struggling to ask for help energy. I am getting big independent energy. I am getting big heart wall energy. You are such an incredible person and you're achieving so much, but you're kind of scared to ask for any help. You're kind of scared to stop in a way too. But you know, if you don't stop or if you don't ask for help, you might burn out. And I laugh in the most compassionate way. I've been in a similar energy myself, so I think Spirit's talking to me too through this reading. So getting this first card, rest, I mean, it really speaks for itself. Take a breather, my beautiful friend. Even if it means 5 or 10 minutes, lay down is what I'm hearing. Lay down. Notice if your shoulders are really tense. Notice if you're stressed out, and just really splay out. Lay down for a moment and just take stock. Speaking of taking stock, the next card we get is Buddha nature. That energy is all about being present, being grounded, and being with what is. I feel like there's this energy of trying to ignore this kind of stress buildup that's been piling up within you, and maybe you're a little bit scared to stop because you fear if you stop, that means everything will stop. It means that you'll have to get too real about emotions you don't really want to get real about. Spirit really wants you to know that it's not as bad as you think it is. You might just lay down and be like, holy moly, I really needed this, but it's not going to be a big breakdown. That's not the energy that I'm getting. Right in the middle of your reading, you have increased support, which I truly believe and feel will come once you've sat down and just taken a breather. That energy that you're going to make space for is going to welcome in the support that you've been too afraid to ask for. Sometimes we don't have to ask with our words. Energetically, we can welcome in support just by stopping for a moment, just by breathing for a moment. It just feels like there's been no space for anybody to come in and help you because you've been so go, go, go. There's also a big message of vulnerability coming in with this revealing your true self. I was going to say your true nature. Again, I feel like this ties in with the help coming in, which is going to be as a result of you taking some rest and taking a breather. This is going to be really liberating for you. It's going to feel like a big moment. You may be somebody who looks like they have all their stuff together, always organized, always on time, but it's going to be really comforting for you to open up to whoever comes into your life or whatever comes into your life, and just be open with how much is actually on your plate. And I truly feel like you're going to get that support and you're going to get that help the more you allow yourself to receive that. The last card we have on this top row is the power of prayer. Again, I feel like you haven't even allowed yourself to even look to the higher power for some help. It's just been like, I got this, I can do this, I'm okay. Just take a breather, give the situation to God is what the card says. Even if you can't ask human beings for help, put your hands up and say, God, I surrender, or the universe, or whatever it is that you believe in. Just say a little prayer. One is enough. But just putting that energy out, that vibration out of being open to receiving is what I'm really feeling for you right now. I'm going to pull out the rest of your cards. So we've got Hidden Path, The Search, and Winter's End. So yeah, big kind of lone wolf energy. It's not that you don't have people around you, it's more so that you have this fantastic way of keeping up appearances and kind of making it look like you're way more on top of things than you actually are. And that can cause you to feel a little bit isolated and lonely at times. Spirit is really saying you don't have to keep that up all the time. It is really something that you've learned from your past. Maybe it was from a parent or somebody you looked up to at one point in your life. And it's something I'm hearing that is phasing out of your life. It's a behavior that hopefully you're now willing to reprogram and master in a different way. With the card Winter's End, it literally says regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. So just by changing your behavior slightly and allowing yourself a little bit more rest and a little bit more downtime, there's really going to be this incredible awakening and initiation to a new chapter in your life. The card Hidden Path really represents everything coming together, everything finally making sense, and you being like, oh wow, that's all I had to do. That's the energy I'm getting. It's like some of you think that this is going to be a really hard thing to do and it's going to be a real bump in the road, but I feel like once you just sit down and allow for this restful period to happen, you're going to be like, oh gosh, that's all I had to do. That's all I had to do for my blessings to come in. So please allow yourself that time because it's not as bad as you think. I'm hearing that you can afford this time off. You deserve it. You always deserve it. No matter how hard you work or how little you work, you always deserve this time. So if it's coming through in your reading to just stop in the name of love, please do. I've got one more card here that's a message for you to start your day tomorrow, and let's see what that is. Trustworthy guidance. So for some of you, what I get with this card is that you kind of already knew deep down that you needed to take this time off, but you've been avoiding it because you didn't know if that was like you just being lazy, or you trying to avoid things, or you trying to make excuses. And what I'm hearing is it's actually a sign from your muses, from the higher beings that inspire your work, that inspire what you do. They're literally telling you to take a break so that they can send you positive guidance. So tomorrow you might find that as you rest, you will have incredible ideas. So make sure to have a notepad handy so that you can write all the fantastic ideas that come through to you as a result of this rest. That's all I have for you, pile 3. Rest up, and I promise you it'll get better. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!